Hello and welcome everybody. You know my name. You see the channel. I'm gonna say it anyways. I'm gonna give you an intro. It's Captain Franchise here. You can already see, I'm gonna try this. Snooze video. That's what this is supposed to be. Right now, this first half is more just gonna be about the Falcons. In the first little note that I got. This is the first win for the head coach, Leroy Franchise. If you guys remember in the very first episode, this whole thing. It's about, yes, the Falcons and the Texans. It's also about the head coaches, and I think I need to do a better job incorporating them. So I'm gonna see if I can start adding some stuff in there. See if y'all like it. But this is supposed to be about the coaches and who's gonna be the first coach out of these two brothers to win a Super Bowl. Kind of like, what the Harbaughs had. Only one's been successful and the other one went back to college, but this is different. So, the first one as a head coach came for Leroy Franchise, 35-20 against the New York the New York Giants, not the New York Texans, against the New York Football Giants. A team that wins that game 0-2 and left 0-3 in their own house. And the Falcons could not get to 300 yards, which was a scenario you can see in the bottom right, which I think they need to fix their accurate tracker because Matt Ryan had 299 yards and they're going to give credit for 274. We'll let that go. So I'm going to just go what I see on the screen. We didn't get a blowout win by 17 points. We didn't get 3 passing touchdowns. We did get 2. We held somehow the Texans to under We held their team under 4 yards a carry, which, he had 4 yards a carry, let's be honest. And by the time that game ended, I don't think he had 4 yards to carry, but I got to stay focused on the notes here. They held the Giants as a team to 72 rush yards. They gave up 311 passing yards, so Daniel Jones was able to actually move the rock on us through the air. The Giants only converted 4 third downs, and the Falcons were able to go ahead and convert 8. When you're able to convert majority of your third down opportunities, I think that's going to help you win this game a little bit better. Both teams converted on a 4th down opportunity they went for, and both teams had 100% red zone offensive scoring percentage. Falcons scoring 4 touchdowns on their offense, and the Giants scoring 2 and having to go for 2 more field goals. One being that long, that wasn't in red zone. The other one being about 20 yards in the red zone. The Giants had the only penalty of the day. Matt Ryan threw for 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. He was 25 of 37, 67%. Ryan and Gallman both scored on the ground. Hurst and Zacchaeus had the 2 touchdowns from Matt Ryan, which, no interceptions. That I think that helps because the first 2 games it was 6 interceptions, 3 apiece for the game. The offensive line did not allow any sacks, which I think is good. Like, nobody that came through that could have been picked up by a lineman got sacked. Majority of the time that we were getting pressure was coming from blitzes. That's what the stat sheet shows. It's like everything was coming from blitzes. So we were at least good in that regard. The defense, I'm going to flip it over just the Falcons on screen for this one. The defense, I think they continued to play good. I'm not going to say they played better, but I think they played good because I think last game against the Buccaneers is when I think they played their best. I think they really had a chance to win that game, but the offense continued to turn the ball over. But Jacob, I'm not going to mess up your name, Moreno, even though I probably mess it up anyways. He had 2 sacks. Alua Khan had a sack and a half. A.J. Terrell on the corner blitz had a sack. And Tyler Davis had a sack. And would you look at your boy, Isaiah Oliver? He had a pick 6. That's the second pick 6 he's had this season. That's his second pick 6, and I think that's crazy. Right now he's playing in the nickel, and he's had 2 pick 6. One against the Eagles, and this one coming against the Giants. Excuse me. I'm doing this like I say I want take, and this is like a live thing, so I'm just trying to keep myself moving forward a little bit. Now, ignore the fact of like first and all that stuff. I haven't advanced, but Matt Ryan right now for the season, 768 yards. We've gotten above touchdown to interception ratio. We still gotta cut down on these, not throw so many interceptions. 68%. I have a plan for what I want to do, but I'm gonna let you guys know. Probably the next news video will probably be around week 8. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Is I'm gonna wait until week 8 or until the something else happens with scouting. But Mike Davis at 264, Cordell Patterson at 124. We have been using him like in real life, so we're gonna be finding a way to get him the ball a little bit more because he is running it pretty well. He's getting nearly 6 yards a carry, and we're at about almost 4.5 for Davis. And Gallman's kind of he checked in twice over the last couple of games, so probably gonna have to spread the ball a little bit more. It's not that I don't want Mike Davis to get all these carries. It's just it's kind of like who has the hot hand and who's gonna produce. But Zacchaeus had that fumble. That's right. Matt Ryan had a fumble. Yep, that's all that stuff that happened in the past few weeks. That's right. Matt Ryan had a touchdown. These are all rushing. Oh yeah, I forgot Christian Blake. We did something and got him a touchdown. Let me just finish this. Right now, Kyle Pitts is our leading receiver, and Calvin Ridley is not far behind. And Zacchaeus picking up about 100 yards off of just the game against the Giants, if I'm correct. Yeah. No. Hang on. Yeah. 114 yards off the Giants is the number 3 target right now in this offense. Only having 36 and 24 in the first 2 games respectively. Had a little bit of a breakout there. Was getting a lot of the targets for getting up to 114 yards. I think somebody that's going to be on the block here, and we're going to have to either find a way to incorporate him more or he's going to end up not getting re-signed because I know he needs to get I know he's on the contract, is Russell Gage. And now Calvin Ridley's on that 5th-year option, so we don't have to worry about this year, but next year he'll have to do it. Hayden Hurst is also on a contract. So, like I said, we have all these offensive weapons. I'm going to be trying to find different ways to do them. I still want to try and turn this team into like that defensive juggernaut, just because I think it'd be something different. When's the last time you've heard the Falcons having like a top 10 defense? And it's been a very long time, if ever. So I think it'd be something different. Defense wins championships. If we would have played defense in a Super Bowl better or longer, then I think they would have won. But we're not going to talk about that anymore because it's making me sad. But the overall thought here, I think the Falcons played overall a good game against the Giants. They needed to win this game against a bad Giant team. So they went in there 0-2 and they came out 1-2. So they got to win. That's all we could ask them to do is just get the win. And you can go ahead and see Isaiah Oliver, 2 picks, 2 touchdowns. Like he is just like that's like why are you continuing to test him? But for situational purpose, he is a nickel. That's why you don't see that he has like that many tackles compared to some of the other DBs who are on the field a little bit longer. He only has 7, 2 solo. He's a nickel. We're asking more for him to cover that third guy who usually gets the ball a lot more. Younghoe Koo only had to kick 1 field goal so far, and he's missed 1 extra point. It wasn't my fault. But that's it for the Falcons side. No, it's not. I've only been recording for like 9 minutes. I got like another 7 to go ahead and push this out there. So give me a second while I get myself ready. Okay, I got myself ready. So the mock draft, I am going to leave. This is going to be the thing that is in between both teams as I talk about them. So I'll talk about one team. I'll go to the draft, review just overall mock draft when it's there, and then I'll go to the other team. If there's no mock draft news or anything changes, then I will just review each draft for their particular team. But For both teams right now, the Texans would have the 6th pick and the 9th pick, and they're projected to take 2 linemen, wide left tackle, and they have Laramie Tunsil to shore up that right side. Let's be honest here. That's the only way that I can see that is they're gonna either go for the right side or they're gonna move them inside. But they're projected to take 2 linemen. The Falcons are projected to take a defensive tackle, big body boy out of Auburn. If always getting the flag, he looks to try and force that fumble. He has a good motor. He uses speed to power. He can bull rush. He can swim over. He can spin. He's gonna look for the big hitter. For a guy that could be a first round projection, it's not bad. For his position, these are all positional things. He's good to great, if not great to elite in everything. This would be a guy that I think could really play. If he's not playing the nose tackle position, he definitely could look to try and get in and take over that right defensive end position. Because right now it's a revolving door between Jonathan Bullard and John Kaminsky. Just on this team, it's those two are constantly either flipping, and I got them kind of spread even between snaps because I want to see who's gonna take that next step and be that guy. Both are kind of on the smaller side. Kaminsky at 285. In a 4-3, I think he'd be better. But right now with where he is, it's not bad. These are just around 1 projections. But if I had to say who I would go after, who I think the Falcons would go after in the first round, if I actually had to, where is that prospects? If I actually had to pick, just like going in the first round, because even you can see, look at this, Texans supposed to have number 6 pick. There's a linebacker there. You're just supposed to be taking left tackle, who probably is going to go earlier. Also, supposed to take a guard who's going to be there. But the Falcons are supposed to be taking, where is he at? How far did he drop in this board? He's at 29, so he's like a late defensive tackle, and I think he's one of the top 3 defensive tackles in the class. Yeah, he's the second defensive tackle in the class. At 6'1", 300 pounds, he's coming out of Auburn. I don't know how true it is, but Auburn running that 3-4, I think he'd fit in nicely. He might move to that defensive end position. Who knows? But that's a guy that I think we're gonna keep our eye on. I'm gonna show you the lineup real quick for the Falcons when I talk about him potentially moving in. Mike Purcell has been signed. I'm trying to shore up this run defense, and it's been just Mike Purcell is going to start at the left defensive end position only for our base personnel, as I've been looking to try and help out any kind of run stopping. I think Grant is going to have to take the starting spot from Harmon, especially after this last game. Harmon he's been getting run over and had his tackles broken. I wanted to have him play more for the experience. He's older, even though he might not be as fast. I think he's going to put himself in a position to where he can succeed. It's just he's coming out for the tackles. They're getting broken. He's getting run over. It's something's going to have to change. I thought about leaving Mark Purcell for Tyler Davison, but I think that things are just. I think he's decent where he's at. But right now, it's going to be Mike Purcell and John Kaminsky splitting the reps, and Jonathan Buller's going to. I think I cut him. I'm going to cut him. Let's just say he got cut for now until I can figure it out. But Jonathan Buller's not there. You got Brandon Copeland was injured in this past game, and so he's out for the next 4 weeks. So Terrell Basham is taking over his spot. Jacob Tuitu-Mariner, I'm going to say it, and hopefully that's right. He's the starting linebacker, and these are all just base personnel. Dante Fowler comes in on all the nickel snaps to try and get the pass rush going. I want Hawkins to develop a little bit more because right now it doesn't look like we're going to have to do anything about safety except get our guys to develop. Same thing with our top 2 corners right now. Going to have to develop. I want to get Darren Hall also to develop. All this team really needs, this defense needs development. I think he's gonna be a decent to get zone corner. If we can get his press up, then we can leave him in the nickel, and Isaiah Oliver can eventually Like, he eventually won't just be in a nickel as much. He'll just straight up stay outside. With the way he's picking off the ball, I might end up leaving him to go cover a bigger guy. Kendall Sheffield, I think he's going into, I think this is a contract year for him. I think I might move him into the slot because he has 94 speed. I know I especially leave him on punt coverage unit and everything. But I'm gonna find, like, this team has a lot of potential playmakers that can do stuff. It's all about putting them in the right position to succeed and calling the right plays. But that's what it's about for them. Defense needs to develop. Offense. Our line is going to need some rookie, second year. I think third. Nope, second year. And that means no, you're in your third year, and you are in your okay. So, veteran, rookie, second year, and 2 third years. So we already know Chris Lindstrom's going to end up getting re-signed. I think that's going to happen. We can't lose a guy that's turning into like a great guard like him. Matt Hennessy, he's a rookie. Second year guy. He's still learning the center. Jalen Mayfield got slid inside to be a guard, which I think is not a bad move at all. Will Matt Ryan figure this team out? We'll figure that out. And Kyle Pitts, the hidden development. Y'all probably already know what it is, but I stay away from a lot of videos just that, give away whatever it is. But 309 snaps he's done 309 snaps, which is about 291 more, and we'll be able to figure out what his development is. I'm assuming superstar already because of the fact that he's supposed to be the unicorn and all that. So I think that's just something that is going to go well for this team. They can make something out of it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and move on to the Texans, and I will see y'all over there. Okay. Yeah, that's probably loud. I'm sorry for anybody that has headphones on. Didn't mean to do that. I'm going to try to keep this video under like 30 minutes, so let me speed this up a little bit. I spent a lot of time on the Falcons. So, for the Texans, still no win here for the Texans. These last 2 weeks have been kind of gut-wrenching and heartbreaking, man. 31-28 loss overtime. I think they should have won that game. 31-24 against the Panthers, and they had a chance to win that game. Super Cam came, Super Cam went. He's the starter of this team. If I'm being honest, he's the guy that's going to be the starter. The defense had a few opportunities to win this game, to win us the game. They had the opportunity to get a pick. They batted a few away. I think if Justin Reed's able to get that pick 6, and you watch it, you know which play I'm talking about. If he's able to get that pick 6, and I think things work out here. I think if we walk away either with a victory or if it's another loss, it comes in overtime in a very crappy way. Now, this team, you can see it needs quite a bit of development. We need either some younger talent at some positions or just we need people to develop. Cam is going to be the quarterback, I think, for the remainder of the season if nothing goes wrong. If we have to throw in Davis Mills trial by fire style, I'm sorry, it's something that's going to have to happen. But, he doesn't have bad stats. But, oof. I don't want to throw him out there like that. What I'll definitely start doing is as the season progresses and we figure out if we, have that chance to make playoffs at 0-3, the percentages aren't going good, but we have that extra week. We'll start, putting him into the game. If the game is won, he'll get the, those snaps, that hands off, and then a couple throws. If the game's lost and there's no way to come back, we'll check him in and just try to build his morale and keep things going. Because his morale's -2 right now, as is a lot of people on the team. So he's down 2 overall. David Johnson's not affected too much because he's been running the ball pretty well. Our running back position is, let's face it, the running backs are older anyways. I think Philip Lindsay is the youngest at 27. We might end up keeping him on the team, but I think Martin Ingram's either going to retire or be released. David Johnson, why am I thinking about this stuff as early as I am? There's only week 3. We'll figure all this stuff out, but shuffle the offensive line here. Receiving core, Nico Collins. He was at receiver number 5 on the roster. So right now he's at 4. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 4. He's behind Chris Conley only for experience reasons. He's still going to get plenty of snaps. I've moved him around in the formation subs to get him on the field quite a bit more. So you're going to see a lot more Nico Collins, who in his first, I don't want to say start, but the first game where he's actually getting legit touches, if any at all, 7 catches for 121 yards. I think that he's really had his little come out that says, hey, I can be this team's receiver. We're going to have to wait a little bit longer to see, but I think by the end of the year, if he keeps doing that, hell, by next week, he might even be the 3rd receiver or the receiver number 2 opposite of Brandon Cooks. You know, it all just depends. If he does well enough that we feel we can get draft capital, we might, I might trade Brandon Cooks. Where? I don't know, but he's only 27. He's an 81, 82 overall. I think we can get something for that. Just build for the draft and then develop whoever we get. Nico Collins, not a bad guy there. Defensive line, I know we signed Sheldon Richardson to try and help shore up this line. He came from, I believe, the Browns or the Vikings, one of the two. But, trying to get things going. Like, the team's morale is down. We need to find a way to get a win. The offense, the offense I think did really well. Run and pass. The only that really was bad was the fact that they didn't get started until the 3rd drive of the game. They didn't get started, and I think they only got a field goal out of that drive. At one particular point, we only got a field goal, whereas the Panthers were able to get 4 touchdowns and then 1 field goal. We didn't, no turnovers there, which was good. We didn't get the fumbles. I didn't actually do the game plan for that week, so I'll try to showcase that. It's just stuff for me to focus on. I've been on the road driving for about 2 weeks, so that's why you guys have seen those videos be spaced out the way they were. I have time, so I'm going to be trying to pump out a couple of these to keep y'all entertained. And hey, you, yes, I didn't catch your name only because it won't reload. But you just subscribed. I don't know how soon ago you did it, but I saw it. I see it. I'm at 14 subscribers right now. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you for the other 13 that subscribe. I haven't said thank you to you guys yet. Seeing that puts a smile on my face and wants to make me keep making these. Even when I'd be tired or I'd be thinking about other things and man, I don't know if this is going to work. Someone just subscribed and liked and commented. It makes me feel good. It's what some YouTubers be asking for. Oh no, I dropped my controller. But just doing that small gesture right there, you let me know that you're watching and that you like what's there. So I'm glad I can be an entertainer for you. I'm gonna hop back into here and then you'll get another thank you in a minute. But don't pay attention to percentages and just who we got. They want to go for left tackle. I could see him sliding into the guard position. They want to go for a left guard. I could see him, staying guard staying guard. But 6'4", 334, 6'7", 339, stick. But yeah, that's what they got us picking up for. You've already seen the Falcons side of it. I know I'm doing it again, but I got to cover both the teams and try to keep stuff going. But Kansas State and Tennessee. SEC, what is Kansas State in? Hang on. I got a minute for this. This is not going to take too long yet. I'll probably just cut this out, but come on, work with me now, keyboard. Oh, they're in the Big 12. Oh, it's Saturday when I'm doing this. Hey, they went in 24-9 against West Virginia at this time. They're not a bad team. Okay. I can work with that. I don't know why. I was thinking of straight Kansas, man. I was like, oh, well, if we're going against a team that Samaje decided to go run like 427 yards on. But hey, Kansas State, I can work with that. I mean, the Big 12. I mean, he's got to be a decent pass blocker to be in that division that ain't got no damn defense because of the amount of times they pass. But with this guy, he's got to be good overall because you got to think about it. They got to play Alabama. There ain't no way around it. You got to go take that whooping from Alabama or go give it to them. I said this video wasn't going to hit 30 minutes. Here I am ranting. Okay, I think I've covered majority of my notes. But I'm going to go ahead and get to the next week. Yeah, if I force advance, nothing bad's going to happen, right? So the Texans are going to take on the 1-2 Bills. Our person that we are concerned most about is Stephon Diggs. Oh, Lord. Wait, like, does he only have 9 receptions for 84 yards? Has he been hurt? Wow, okay. And the Falcons are going to take on the, where are they at? Dragging my finger down the screen. Oh, that's right. They're taking on the Washington football team. I don't know why they don't show up. That doesn't make any sense. But I got to go check that out. What's going on there? And then we'll check out the stats for Cam and, see where everybody lines up at. But the Bills, he's 509 yards. Receiving. Yeah, Stephon Diggs must have been hurt. He only has 84 yards, which means he's about to. Ooh. King, you're going to have. Okay. Yeah, it's going to be fun. But, you guys know who's going to play who. Matt Ryan's leading the league in yards after, he's been having to throw from behind a lot, and this past game, he's been good. 7 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Touchdown leader is Patrick Mahomes. Interception leader, we're skipping that. The rushing leader, after Christian McCaffrey decides to go for 200 yards on the Texans, 385 right now. Touchdown, Alvin Kamara with 5. Receiving leader, DK Metcalf at 222. Touchdown leader, 6 for the tight end, Jared Cook. The old man still got it. Blocking. Who's giving up the most sacks in the league? Christian Darrisaw. Christian gave up the most sacks at 4, along with Roger Saffold, Riley Reef, not to be confused with somebody else, DJ Humphries, and, a lot of people are giving up 4 sacks. Defensive-wise, your tackle leader is Jordan Hicks, the linebacker from Arizona. Tackle for loss leader, Dalvin Tomlinson, big man getting back there. Your sack leader, sometimes these are skewed and everything because some players don't show up, is 4.5 from Aaron Donald, a 4 for J.J. Watt, and 4 for DeForest Buckner. They're really putting it up there. Your interception leader is Chris Harris Jr. When I say these are messed up, I mean, y'all know Isaiah Oliver has 2 picks, but he's not up here, right? Even Trevon Diggs is still getting picks. He's a rookie, right? And they did my boy dirt. No, he's second. Oh, that's right, his second year because okay. I forgot. Your touchdown leader on defense is Isaiah Oliver, even though he's not showing up. I know he has 2 because we've seen him have 2. Safety leader, Jeremiah Owusu. Y'all know his name. I don't. I don't want to be messing this up and, have them watching and they just got to go on Twitter and say something. Let's see. Most field goals. Fairburn. Most extra points made. Jeez, Harrison Butker. But you got to remember, the Chiefs are scoring a lot. Any awards this week for anybody? Christian McCaffrey's going to win the award on the offense. Josh Allen just went off for 220. I wouldn't say went off, but 4 touchdowns, yeah. Chris Harris Jr. got 2 interceptions, and Marshawn Lattimore got 4 tackles, interception, a touchdown. That should be Isaiah Oliver for his, 3 or 4 tackles, an interception, and a touchdown. I think he went longer. I think he's better. Nah, this guy right here didn't do it well. I don't care what nobody says. But that's it. That's all I got. Yeah, I'm not even really finna edit this. This is going up as it is. I might just add something on the end, but Make sure that y'all like, comment, subscribe. You don't have to, but thank you for anybody that does. It really does make my day and puts a big smile on my face. I don't know which one of these games I'm going to play first. I hope they both result in wins. But the Texans are taking on the Bills, and the Falcons are taking on the Washington football team. Falcons got their first win. Texans still looking for their first win. We will see what happens. Y'all got a quick overview of the teams. I'll talk to y'all later when y'all see the games. And the next time that I will be doing a news video will be week 7. Week 7, I will be doing a news video. That's what it looks like. Unless a mock draft pops up earlier, week 7 will be the next news video that goes over the team with the mock draft and all that stuff. So until then, thank you guys for tuning in here, and I'll see you in a bit.